In front of me here, it is a PowerPoint presentation for the Diversity Visa Lottery or Green Card Lottery for the year 2021. Yes, it is a Green Card Lottery 2021. What does that mean? It means we are talking this year 2019 application. People are applying this October 2019. The results to come out in May 2020, and the application for the visa and the process to come to US starts in the year 2020 October until the year of 2021 end of September. So it's called the DV Lottery for the year 2021. I know one of your question will be, why is this video so early while it is still a couple months before the DV Lottery to start? I'm going to make this video early because there are special changes I will be talking about Green Card Lottery. People must know before you go for application. So, my name is Ernest Boniface Makulilo, the founder and the CEO of the EBM Scholars, talking to you from my home office in Belton, Missouri, United States of America. So, I know I'm talking about Green Card Lottery, but many people might ask a question, what is Green Card? So first of all, let's go to the basics. This is the sample of the green card. Is a permanent resident card or permanent residency status to live in the United States of America permanently, to have opportunity to come here, not asking the visa all the time, not having restriction, how many hours you have to work, things of that nature. Once you apply for the Green Card Lottery and you win, you get that card. So lottery is one of the way of getting green card. There are so many other ways. One is through marriage. Once you get married to American citizen, you can get green card. But also you can get green card through work. Once your employer is petitioning for your, or is going to sponsor you for the green card, but after having H1 visa or working visa, you can get green card through refugee status and things of that nature. But I'm not talking about marriage, I'm not talking about refugee, I'm not talking about any other asylum, I'm not talking of any other thing. I'm talking direct about the lottery system. So each year, the US government is conducting a lottery where people apply. I will explain the requirements. Once you apply, and in case you win, you get the opportunity to come to the United States of America. There are countries which are not eligible to apply, and the reason being those countries, they have already bigger representation in the US, and they have already enough winners through the lottery system. So I'll mention later those countries and the requirements are supposed to have in order to apply. And these, what are the changes for the DV Lottery 2021? Okay, so this is the year 2021 application dates. Usual. So this it is still very early to predict what will be the exact date for the interview or the exact date for the lottery. Each year, the lottery is in the month of October. It starts on the first week of October, and in most cases, it is on the first Tuesday of the month of October. And this year, the first Tuesday of the month of October is October 1st. And it closes on the first Tuesday of November. The first week of November, on the first Tuesday of November, is when it is going to be closed. I put there, it is starting at noon Eastern time, but many people, they do not understand when I talk about Eastern time, we mean the New York time. So you don't go when the day they're opening at 6 a.m. of your time, you are in Africa, assuming that it will be opening. No, it will be New York time or Eastern Standard Time at noon, and it will be closing at noon of New York or Eastern Standard Time. So you apply this year. Let's say the dates, if they don't change, it will be from October 1st, and the deadline will be November 5th. But when the results are coming out, the results usually come out on the first week of May, on the first Tuesday of month of May the following year. So you are applying on the year 2019 October up to November. The results will come out on the first Tuesday of May 2020, which will be May 5th. This year the results came out on May 7th. So the results will come out on May 5th. So if the results come out on May 5th, when are you supposed to come to America? I have a video which is explaining the steps to go after winning. But after winning, usual you start coming from October 2020 until the end of September 2021. That's why we call the V Lottery 2021. I know some people have questions. What if I win? Do they pay me for my flight ticket? No, no one pays for a flight ticket. Do they give me a place to stay? No, they don't give you a place to stay. Do they give me food? No, they don't give you food. You are given the permanent residency status. You'll find a place to stay. You'll find a job on your own. There are so many jobs, but you can find a way to find a job and continue. So, what is the new requirement I've been talking about? From this year, from the DV Lottery 2021, from this year 2019 application, the lottery requires all applicants, when I'm talking applicants, I mean a main applicant, to have passport. And by passport, I mean a travel document. Don't come here and show the passport photo or ask me, what about the national identity card? No, the national identity card is not a passport. You cannot use your national identity card to go to the Emirates or to the KLM or to the Swiss Air you want to fly to another country. No, don't use the national ID. They want passport. So all applicants, many applicants, are required to have passport. I'm going to explain. I know you have so many questions about passport. The first question people ask, what about my children? If I want to include them on the application. Remember, your children are not many applicants. They are in application because you are the applicant. They come under you. So if, let's say, your child is under the age of 21, let's say he's 10 years old. You say, my child is 10 years old. You put the name, date of birth, gender, things of that nature, and the photo of that child. There is no place to need a passport because that is not a main applicant. The main applicant is you as a father or as a mother. You are main applicant. You are required to have a passport. Okay, another thing is, I want to apply and I'm married. Your wife doesn't need to have a passport if you are including in your application. But remember, I'm going to explain on another part is your advantage of being married, because some people are asking some question. What are the ways of increasing my chances? One of the ways of increasing your chance is if you are married. Don't say you are married if you are not married. If you are married, that means you have opportunity to put 2 applications. You apply, you say you are married, you put the name of your wife, then you put the kids and the information for the kids. At that time, you don't need a passport information for your wife and the passport information for the kids. But if your wife wants to apply, as many applicants will require to have also a passport. If you win, the entire family wins. If your wife wins, the entire family wins. So when I'm talking about the passport, I mean this one. I mean a travel document. That is a sample of different passport. And this one on the right side, it is a US passport, we the people passport, United States of America passport. So I want just to make sure, because people want to say passport photo, passport travel document, they want to come with a passport photo. I'm not talking about the photo now. I'm talking a passport as a travel document, the one you can use when you are traveling outside of your country, when they are going to put the visa and the things of that nature. So that is a passport sample. And when I'm talking about the passport number, you can see on the red square, this one is a passport number, what I'm showing you. So you need to have a passport number. So passport number is not your national ID. I'm talking about the passport. Again, I'm going to show you they require to have a passport, and that is the sample of the passport, and this is a passport number or how it looks like. They want that one. If you have a question, ask down here in the comment. I will be able to support to answer those kind of questions. So what other requirements? As I said, requirement for the passport is a new requirement. This is minimum requirements they require. Requirement, you must have high school education level. That is the minimum. But what if you don't have high school? If you don't have high school, there is no problem. You need to have at least 2 years of work experience if you don't have high school. But remember, on the application form, there is no any place you upload anything about your work experience. There is no any place you are going to upload any information about your transcript. There is just A, B, C, D, whatever things to choose. You choose your primary level education, high school, junior high school, whatever, master's, bachelor, PhD. There are those things of that nature. So you choose. If you didn't go to high school, you ended up primary school, you choose the primary school. If you win, that is the time you'll be filling the form, DS, Department of State form number 260. That form, you are required to put in education information, what school, which year did you graduate, and if you have work experience, you put your work experience. And that work experience, if you don't have high school, you will need to show the proof of the work experience. That is a requirement, either high school or 2 years of work experience. But there is no place to put the number of work experience during the application. You are going to show that if you win. Then you must be coming from the eligible country. Up to this moment, up to the people who applied last year, all these countries are not eligible to apply. Bangladesh, Brazil, Canada, China mainland, Colombia, Dominican Republic, El Salvador, Haiti, India, Jamaica, Mexico, Nigeria, Pakistan, Peru, Philippines, South Korea, United Kingdom, and as well as Vietnam. Only Nigeria in Africa is not eligible. So don't start asking, my country, is it eligible to apply? Yes, it is, as long as it's not Nigeria for Africa. And don't take his bad thing like there is nothing wrong for Nigeria to be eliminated. All these countries are eliminated because they have already enough winners and the bigger representation of immigrants in the United States of America. Another requirement is a photograph. They require a photo to be taken within 6 months. They cannot know, but it is better to have a photo taken recently, because one of the questions people ask, can I use my cell phone to take a photo? Yes, you can use your cell phone. You don't need to go to the studio to pay someone. And don't take a photo and print out and then scan it. That is crazy. We want a digital photo, so you don't need it to print out. It's a digital photo. I will show you some of the photo, how it looks like. Then it is supposed to be a white background. I know many people in developing country, when they take a passport photo, the background is blue. No, on the US visa, green card lottery, or when you are going to apply for the visa, background is white. Then you are not allowed to wear glasses. It used to be allowed to wear glasses, but from last year, you are not allowed to wear glasses. And the format is supposed to be JPEG photo, and the size is supposed to be maximum weight 240 kilobytes KB. 240 kilobytes, that is the maximum weight of the photo. The photo, if it's above that one, it will say the size is too big, so you have to reduce. I will show you how to reduce in a very simple way. Then image resolution is supposed to be 600 times 600 pixels, or up to 1200 times 1200 pixels. So those are the requirements for the photo, and I'm going to show you some of the examples. So this is the example of the sample photo, is how it's supposed to be. As you can see, you are not going to be just a photo from your neck up. It's supposed to come a little bit nearby the shoulder, as you can see. But I'm going to show you some of the photos. These are some of the photos which are very perfect. There is no shadow. Background is white. One thing I advise you, don't wear just like just plain white shirt while the background is blue. I mean, background is white. You see, this woman is wearing blue. It looks better. Or this guy is wearing just gray suit, so it looks better. But if he was wearing just that white shirt and the background is white, it will not look good. So those are some of the correct photos. These one are not correct photos. Why? The photo of the woman is wearing glass. You are not allowed to wear glass. That is number one. The new regulation. On the right side, there is a shadow. So you are not supposed to have to appear on the shadow on the background. Another thing, this one is not like they are not allowing you to have a bead on your facial hair. No, this person is going to do a Photoshop just to add some retouching photos. I mean, just like adding those features. They were not there. You are allowed to take a photo if you have beard, whatever facial hair you are allowed to have. Yes, you are allowed. You are allowed to wear makeup for women. You are allowed to wear glasses. I mean, to wear earrings. You are allowed to do that. But the other photo, you can see For instance, this photo person is looking on the side, the other photo is not on the is not looking on the portrait view. Direct front is just on the how you save your photo also matters. So those are sample of the reason those photos are not correct. So the question in which I already answered is your spouses, you are married. My spouse and I can submit the application separately, because that is the question people ask you. What about me and my wife and I? Can we submit our entry separately? Yes, you are allowed, but once you are submitting, you have to say you are married. You have to include the information of your wife or your husband. And many applicants must have passport photo. That's what I'm giving example. So yes, each spouse may submit each entry, which means eligibility requirement. Either spouse is selected, that means the entire family comes. If the woman or a man is going to be going to win, they are all coming here. I remember one time there was a couple, both husband and wife both won. It was very interesting to find something like that way. So another question which I get is, I know some of the countries in Kenya where you are allowed to marry more than one wife. I know my friends who are Muslims, they are allowed to have more than one wife. United States of America doesn't allow polygamy, doesn't allow more than one wife. So if you have 10 wives, it's up to you. On the information, you'll go to add one wife who you'll be coming with in the US. There is no any option of putting, I have a girlfriend, this is information for my girlfriend. There is no that I'm engaged, this is information for my fiance. No. Are you married? You put information there. If you are not married, don't put the information. Even if you are going to get married in November after the deadline, just put you are not married. If you win and you are married, that means you are going to put information of your wife after winning. It's just like if someone is pregnant, you cannot say I have a child because the child is not born yet. You don't have a picture of your child. You have to wait until the child is born. Once you win, then you can be able to add that information. So the children must be under the age of 21 and married. So if someone you're going to put there above the age of 21 or someone is 18 is married, you are not going to claim as dependent to come with you. And by children, they mean even step-parents, step-children. They mean adopted children. By law, formally adopted in accordance with the applicant's law. So don't say, I live with my nephew, I live with my brother's daughter, so it's my child. No. If you haven't formally adopted that child, no, you cannot put the child down here. Then, once you apply, you'll get the confirmation number. Again, I'm going to explain to you. Nowadays, the confirmation number usually appear on the confirmation number. When you apply it, you say success, you get the confirmation number. The confirmation number, once you have, use that confirmation number for looking the results. In May 5th, 2020, you can be able to see your results. So what is the technique? Take a picture of the confirmation number, then send it to your email. I know nowadays, if you lose the confirmation number, you'll be able to retrieve it. But the better way, take a photo of your confirmation number, then send it to your email. Don't write with a pen. There is a possibility of misspelling. There is a possibility of mixing between I and 1. There is a possibility of mixing between 0 and O. So just take a picture and then take that picture, send it to your email. So that is the confirmation number. Then, these are the things I try to tell people. Never, never, ever try to submit more than one application. There are some people, they think that maybe I made a mistake on the application. Let me change. If the application said success, if you put any other application, is a duplicate application, you are going to be disqualified. The only exception is if you are married, you can apply as husband and your wife can apply. But don't ever trick to change the name. For instance, my name is Ernest Boniface Makulilo, and you start to change and you put Makulilo Ernest Boniface, whatever. They will get you and you are going to be disqualified. So never try that. One person, one application. If you do 2 applications, you are out. There is no application fee. This is something I want people to understand. There is no any fee associated by applying to play the lottery. The fee you'll pay is if you win, and you'll pay at the US Embassy. Don't pay to anybody, whether it's me, whether it's anybody, not Western Union, not wire transfer. If you do that, you are going to be scammed. People are going to take money from you. Application for the Green Card Lottery is free of charge. You can apply on your own. You can use your cell phone. You can use a tablet. You can use a computer. You can use any device as long as you have internet on your own. Apply, take the confirmation number, send it to your email, have it, wait for May next year to see the results. No application fee for submit application online. And it is online. And only application, I will show you how people are going to get scammed. DV fraud and scams is very serious. Go to your Google, for instance, and type the word Green Card Lottery. Once you type, you'll find a lot of search results. These are some of the search results. But as I said, there is only one website from the official government. So you see, there are so many sites. If you look across here, you see the first one is the USA diversitylottery.com. Then there is this, the other one is from government, then there's from government. So you find there are so many lottery. Any website, if it's .com, .net, .org, those are not correct website. The US government website must have .gov, .government. That is the suffix for the domain of the US government. And the official website for the DV lottery is dvlottery.state.gov. That is the official website. Any other thing is incorrect. And you can see these are some of the sample of scams. You find this kind of like, click here to apply, check the eligibility. They are not going to send you email. All these are sample of the scams. International non-government organization, no. All these are scams. No one is going to send you the email. If you look on the email, is usurface.org. There is no that way. No one is going to send you the email that you have won. It is your responsibility to go online to check if you have won or not. This is the beware of the scam. So this one, you see, these people, like you see, they're very smart. They put it from US Department of State, but the website is gov.state.dv@usa.com. So you see, the website is usa.com, which is a scam. So beware of these scams. They find different ways. They put the logo and everything. And again, the official website for the DV lottery is it is dvlottery.state.gov. DV stands for diversity visa. State stands for Department of State. Gov stands for government. So that is the application, how it is. And this is one of the resources I usually share with people. So don't ask me to, can I help you to edit your photo? Because if you send to me, I'm using this website, it's called egreencardphoto.com. And if I go there, I can be able to resize the photo and be able to help you to edit the photo. So that is the one of the way I usually edit my photo. So you just take the photo. Remember, when you take the photo, as you can see here, leave a space above your head, leave a space on the sides. That means that you'll be able to resize your photo. If you resize the photo through this website, it is very easy and simple, and the photo comes out with correct measurements and correct weight. Again, you have any question, this is my YouTube channel, youtube.com/EBM Scholars. Instagram channel, it is EBM Signature or EBM Scholars. And that is my website, ebmscholarships.com. You can get there, and I'm sure you'll be able to be among the winners. Again, this is the DV Lottery application for 2021 application. Again, please share this video and remember to subscribe, and I wish all the best and welcome to the United States of America if you are going to be the winner. And I'm Ernest Boniface Makulilo, who prepared this application, this lottery application process, and I'm sure it will be helpful for you and for your friends. And again, this is the V Lottery for the year 2021, and that is a sample. And I'm repeating one more time the requirement of having a passport. This is to restrict people who are scam helping people to steal their identity, because I can go to your Facebook, I can see your name, where you are born, year you are born, and then I can apply, and then I can come to forge information. But because many people don't have a passport, that's why the US government has decided to increase this opportunity or to make this requirement. Disadvantage is many people will not have this opportunity, will not have a passport. That's why I made this video as soon as possible, so that you can be having a passport to apply. So this year we are expecting to have less people to apply. Each year, more than 5-6 million people are applying for the green card lottery. But with the requirement of the passport, many people will not be able to apply, because I know many people don't have a passport. So make sure that you go to apply for the passport in order to be able to apply and win the lottery. Yeah, so let me end up here. If you have any question, don't hesitate to ask me. Just put the question on the comment below, and I'll be able to answer your question. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate your support. All the best to the DV Lottery 2021. Again, this is Ernest Boniface Makulilo. Goodbye.